My name's Claire. I'm 27 years old, and I work as a freelance graphic designer out of my small studio apartment in Portland, Oregon. Quiet neighborhood, lots of trees. The kind of place where you leave your windows cracked open at night just to hear the wind through the leaves. I never really thought about the security. I mean, I had a deadbolt and an overconfident car. What more did I need? This happened to me last summer. I was pulling long nights on a logo project for a startup and was constantly on my computer. I didn't think anything of it when I started getting weird pop-ups, strange URLs showing up in my browser history. Ones I know I did not click on. I figured maybe I downloaded a sketchy font file or something. But then I got a message, not an email. A message on a platform I never signed up for. It looked like an ancient forum. Black background, green type. Real stereotypical hacker stuff. The message read, "Nice curtains, but blue's not your color." My curtains are blue. I laughed it off, assumed it was some automated spam using phishing tactics. But the next day, there was another message. "You order Thai food way too much. You're gonna get fat, Claire." That stopped me cold, because I had ordered Thai food the night before. I closed the laptop, heart thudding, and checked every lock on every door. That night, I didn't sleep. Over the next week, the messages kept coming. I contacted the police, of course, but they told me unless a direct threat was made, there wasn't really much they could do. I installed security cameras, changed all my passwords, wiped my hard drives clean, but the messages continued. "You're wasting water when you shower for 27 minutes. Red mug again? Predictable. Don't bother locking the balcony. It's cute you think that matters." I lived on the third floor. I couldn't quite figure out how the stalker was watching me. I kept the cameras running, but nothing ever really showed up. Just me spiraling into paranoia. I barely left the house. I stopped talking to clients. My friends said I was imagining it. Until one night. I came home from a short grocery run, and I immediately knew something was off. The air felt still, stale, like someone had been there and disturbed the flow of the space. My cat was hiding underneath my bed, and he never does that. I checked the cameras, nothing. I checked the windows, locked. I turned the corner into my bedroom, and my breath caught in my throat. My laptop was open on my bed. I never leave my laptop on my mattress. The screen read, "You shouldn't have left. You don't look good under fluorescent light." I called the police again, but this time I was hysterical, crying, shaking, begging them to send someone over. They did. An officer came, calm and slow-moving, like I was just some nervous woman with an overactive imagination. But when he reviewed my security footage for the night before, his whole demeanor changed. There was one frame, just one, a single flash between 3:12 and 3:13 a.m., where you could see a man just standing in my living room, thin, wearing all black, a ski mask, just standing there, looking straight into the camera. He had been in my apartment while I was asleep. The cops swept my apartment and found a tiny camera drilled into the wall socket in the living room, another hidden behind the air vent, and worse, a small USB flash drive had been plugged into my router, giving whoever it was remote access to my entire network, my webcam, microphone, everything. A week later, the FBI got involved. Turns out my information had been sold on a watch list on the dark web. Someone had been paying to stalk me, watching me like a twisted subscription service. My photos, my habits, my floor plan, even a copy of my apartment key had been listed for sale. A man from Reno, Nevada had bought it all. He'd driven up, rented a storage unit a mile from my apartment, had maps, notes, even a list of things to do to her. The justice? He was caught trying to break into my building again, in broad daylight, wearing a delivery driver uniform. He had zip ties, a knife, and duct tape in his bag. He's now serving 23 years in prison for cyberstalking, attempted kidnapping, and unlawful surveillance. I've moved on since then, changed my name. I don't freelance anymore. I don't even own a laptop. I tell this story not because I want sympathy, but because I want to warn you. If anything online ever feels off, don't ignore it. Sometimes, when people say they're watching you, they really are.